hate these blasted delays.
You're good.
Christian wish us all good luck.
Okay.
Thanks, Christian.
Hey, horror fans! Once again, welcome to the Horror Hangout Live. I am the host, the Horror Meister, Monty G. Welcome you once again to the Halloween special of the Horror Hangout. We actually have a special guest in the Horror Hangout. He is disposed of Sean Patrick Erschen. Let me introduce to you the spirit of the ghost of Halloween, the Dark Fate. Greet us with your presence, Mr. Fate.
Hey, Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Hi, Mark.
The Dark Fate
I
has to
believe
fix his
we
mic.
are live.
Yes, we are live.
We-
Oh, no.
we lost
We lost the Dark Fate. I wonder if Sean pulled the plug on Dark Fate and tried to get back control.
Maybe Sean fought back.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, wait a minute. There he goes.
Brody,
There's Sean.
All right. Once again, my good friend, horrific Nightmares JM Jason is here.
Hey, guys.
And the cute woman with the blonde wig, that is Jen from Jen's Reviews of the Great, minus Christian, who is still in Texas.
It's Kelly tonight, Monty. And Brady just dropped out on me. So, you know, guys, I'm really lonely out there. I'm just so lonely. Rachel's a bitch. I'm going to say it. Rachel's a bitch.
Uh-oh. With the ball?
And, of course, our good friend, Dave Maggot.
Yeah. Getting it over.
Now, Brad will join us later on tonight, Bronco Juggalos. Now, obviously, with this being the 31 days of Halloween, we came up with some, obviously, movies geared toward Halloween. And one of the first things that we want to talk about is what movies do we love to watch during Halloween? Since we have the Dark Fate with us, I'm pretty sure he can grace us with some excellent movies to watch during Halloween.
Well, I think the obvious is John Carpenter's Halloween. Also,
That's a classic answer.
Yes.
From 2007.
Okay, now that's loud.
Sorry. More Cheetos.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Quentin. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Rick, Quentin.
I can't see the chat, so just hi everybody in the chat. I can't see the chat.
Well, Mark's here, Quentin's here, and Rick's here.
Yep.
Hi, everyone.
And Horror Man 82.
Okay. All right, Jason, what movies do you like to watch during Halloween?
I usually watch all the Halloweens, even the ones that I don't particularly care for, like Rob Zombie's H2. I even watch that. But a good one to watch is Kenny and Company. If you guys have ever seen Kenny and Company, it's a good one.
I don't think the Dark Fate likes that one.
Jason, don't anger him. He'll kill us all.
I know. Resurrection's the best, right? Right, Dark Fate?
I might steal the soul of Rob Zombie.
Oh, no, don't hate on the zombies.
He's already dead.
Yeah, all right, Kelly. What do you like to watch during Halloween?
Well, You know, guys, I'm more in the now because I'm a little hipper than the rest of you guys. So, like, I'm all about the really cool stuff. Like, I love Night of the Living Dead because you just have to. And then Halloween 4, for some reason, I don't know why, that blonde girl sure is pretty. Like, she's way better than Rachel. That's, like, one I watch all the time. I also like Tales of Halloween. I think the anthology, I like Trick or Treat a lot, but I actually prefer Tales of Halloween a little bit better. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but I do think Tales of Halloween's a lot of fun.
It is fun.
Those are some movies. Yeah. Really anything. It depends. Sometimes I want really gory. I'm going to be watching tonight that Terrifier because that clown is hot.
Nice.
Art is hot.
Art the clown is hot. No, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that scene. We all know the scene I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all do.
Yeah.
The best wedgie ever.
I know, right? I'm looking for someone to snuggle up with, Dave.
You know, it's amazing because when that scene happened, the first person I thought it was Dave. I thought, oh man, Dave's gonna love this. All right, Dave, you're up next. What movies do you like to watch during Halloween?
You guys freeze up? Hello?
For a minute. Yeah, you're back.
Everything and anything, like anything horror. Nothing specific. Like this year, it's all random. I watched the Wolf Creek movies.
Oh, those are awesome. I love those.
Yeah, I saw your video about Wolf Creek.
Tomorrow is gonna be the second one. That one is batshit crazy.
You know, as much as I've wanted to, I have not seen Wolf Creek 2.
It's different. It's very different.
I definitely have to see it. Have you watched the TV series?
No, I gotta get those.
I have.
Get those.
Oh, okay.
Watch the first season.
Loved it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, what'd you say? What'd you say, Dark Fate?
I do.
Oh,
I don't have it.
Lauren's here from Freaky Girls Live. What's up, Lauren?
Hi, Lori.
Hey, Lauren.
Hey, Laura.
Good evening.
Now, obviously, most people who know me that one of my favorite movies that I do like to watch during Halloween is Sleepy Hollow. It's just that it has the perfect atmosphere, the perfect Halloween story. It could be, I think it's Irving Washington who wrote the original short story about Ichabod Crane on Halloween night and running against the Headless Horseman. And I simply love Jim Burton's take on that story. I thought Johnny Depp was good. I believe it's one of his best performances. And there's others you have, Trick or Treat and Tales from the Crypt or even Tales from the Hood. But definitely I always have to watch Sleepy Hollow during Halloween. Rick said he hates monsters.
Oh, good choice. Christian loved that as a kid. That was one of his favorites, the Tim Burton Sleepy Hollow. That was one of his favorites as a kid.
Oh yeah, definitely love that one, and just those heads just chopping off all over the place.
I am personal friends with the Headless Horseman.
I knew it.
Yeah, I think you the Ghost of the Minds of the Headless Horseman will be the next unholy trinity to like Jason, Freddy, and Michael.
He dwells in the house of the Dark Lord.
Okay, now I think this is something that you and Kelly have been waiting to talk about because this is the second thing. Thoughts on the Halloween Thorn trilogy? That's Halloween's 4, 5, and 6.
I don't know anything about it. I really love the all kidding aside, I love the Thorn. Christian and I were talking on the phone today about that, and he has very different opinions from mine, but I've always loved the Thorn. I know some people think it's kind of stupid, but I love it. I think it's so much fun, and I think it adds a little extra to Michael Myers. And I know a lot of people don't think so, and that's totally cool, but I personally think it's a lot of fun. So Yeah, and 4 is definitely one of my favorites. Yeah.
Might I ask why?
I don't know. It's like my comfort. It's like my comfort movie. It is. I watch it every Halloween. It's just something I go to when I'm feeling down. I don't know. And I think it's probably because of Dr. Loomis. I love how he starts to really go off the rails. We see him really, he goes further and down the trilogy, but I love how he's almost as much of a monster to Jamie as Michael is toward the end. And I love that. And I also like the Frankenstein reference in 4 where the angry villagers are coming after Michael. And even as a little kid, I got that reference. And I thought that was, I don't know why, that just to me as a little kid, it blew my mind. I was like, they're doing Frankenstein, but updated. So it blew my mind. And like I said, Kelly is just way better than Rachel. She really should have been the final girl.
Yeah, she should have.
Thank you.
All right, Jake, your turn.
I'm actually of two minds with this one. I like the Thorn trilogy. It doesn't bother me, but at the same time, I do think it's kind of grasping. You know what I mean?
I get that.
First, they start.
Brad is here.
Brad!
What's up, bro?
Hey, where the hell did Goldilocks come from?
It's Kelly, and don't be mean to me. Brady already dumped me tonight. I'm a little sensitive, and Dave doesn't. I'm like throwing out hooks at Dave, and Dave's not biting, and it's really hurting my self-esteem.
We got the Goldilocks and we got the Golden Ghost.
Careful, Brad. The dark fate might steal your soul.
I rendered the dark fate speechless.
Good evening, Mr. Juggalo.
What's up,
Hey,
Hard
Tim.
Devil 333?
I am the doc.
Oh, all right. Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead before Brad jumped on.
Yeah, like I said, I'm of two minds with this one. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't really take away anything from the story. And I love 4, 5, and 6. But at the same time, I feel like Michael a little bit more mysterious.
Hey,
And-
what the fuck are we talking about?
The
Thorn
The
trilogy.
Thorn trilogy.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to explain more about him, and I don't think it's necessary, I guess. But I do like the films. So I
The
can take it
power
or
of
leave
the cult, Jason. The power of the cult.
it. Yep.
May the thorn be with you.
All right, Brad. So you're up next. What do you think about the Thorn trilogy?
Oh,
Halloween?
I'm a huge fan of the Thorn trilogy.
Yep.
Part 6 is my favorite sequel, and that's why I love Part 6, the theatrical cut, so much. Is they tried to do all this fucking explaining and a bunch of weird fucking creepy, not creepy in a weird way, like creepy in like the I'm gonna touch my cousin kind of way. You know, I mean, like in the producer's cut, and I am so glad they took all that shit out of the theatrical cut.
Me too.
Because
Me too.
like it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just, you know, like, and I've said it a million times. I've said it before. I've said it. I'll say it again. You can watch 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and even Resurrection if you want to, and the storyline all makes sense. The whole thing, all the way through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it does. Yeah, I agree with that.
And all you have to
Christian
think
was
about
so
is
looking
that
to
she
debate you,
changed.
Brad.
She even talks about it in H2O. You know, she changed her name. She faked her death.
Mhm.
Well, she also gave up her child, in my opinion. You know, when she did that. And the documents on the wall back that up.
Well, I mean, they had to kind of retro it in, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
the original script for H2O did follow right after 6. And then somebody came in during shooting, and did some rewrites.
huh?
You know,
Mhm.
so I don't know. But
Ah,
Why?
All right, Dark Fate. What do you think about the Thorn trilogy?
Second practice. So he missed the first one and the second.
I have no idea.
Oh, did he freeze?
I think
Yep.
he might have.
Brad, I think you froze the Dark Fate.
Maybe it's the Thorn cult. Maybe it's the Thorn cult
Dark
doing
Fate
it.
needs to extend his Wi-Fi connection down into the netherworld.
I think it's the Thorn cult doing it. I think it's controlling the Dark Fate. I think the Dark Fate isn't as powerful as the power of Thorn. That's what my thing is.
oh.
Uh-oh. He's praying for the strength to go on.
Poor Sean. Dark
I
Fate.
am being called back to the Dark Lord.
And he's frozen. All right.
Yeah, he froze again.
No.
While we wait
We have
for
to
the
fight another day.
There he is.
Hey, Dark Fate. Maybe if you found a different spot in the castle there.
I think
It
what
is
the
very
Dark Fate
dark in this side castle.
I think the Dark Fate should come.
I
into
had
the-
decided I am going to let Sean Patrick Erschen.
Okay.
I shall return again.
Yeah.
Sean's coming now.
Call me Dark Fate.
So I just put in an order for some food.
What do you got?
The Domino's. I ordered some wings,
Mhm.
and the guy's like, "Can you give me the address?" I'm like, "It's the Holiday Inn. It's the only fucking one in your town. It's big, and it's right here." He's like, "Why the street address?" I was like, "Really? You don't know where the Holiday Inn is?" Like, I know the goddamn street address.
Oh man. Oh, all right, Dave. What do you think about the Thorn trilogy?
I like it. I like it altogether. I like the theatrical cut of 6 better than the producer's cut. Producer's cut just grinds it to a screeching halt anytime they talk about runes and stuff.
Yep.
It's stupid.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I've always liked 4 through 6.
You know what's funny is what's really funny about the Thorn trilogy is that part 4, they really didn't do the whole Thorn thing in part 4. That didn't start till 5.
Yeah, it didn't start till 5.
But I like the idea of there being a cult, and in part 6, in the producer's cut, the cult's always been there, and they gave Michael his power or whatever. But in part 6, the theatrical cut, they were there because of Michael. They worshiped Michael, and he already was like he was, and they just came after. And that's what I liked about the difference there. And I like the fact that they have this cult of people because that kind of shit really happens. You look at Charles Manson and his fucking family. You look at all these people that write Ted Bundy love letters, and shit in prison. I mean, you got all that shit really happens. You got people that go fucking nuts over, serial killers and shit. Hey, 3B.
What's up, 3P?
Hello, Rotten Roger DeMarco.
Yeah, that's right.
What's up, dude?
Hi.
Hey, Jen, I haven't seen any reviews from you lately. What's up with that?
Because Christian's not here to edit them. I suck at editing so bad. So Christian's we're just going to do a massive thing when he gets back.
You should send them to me. I'll edit them for you. I promise. There will only be one dick pic per thing for you.
Oh, that's fine. I'm fine with dick pics. You know that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna you're not gonna realize they're there, and you're gonna put it up on your channel. Your channel's gonna get taken down.
That's fine. Yeah, well, probably all you guys are going. That's fine. Everyone's going, send it to Brad, send it to Brad.
Oh yeah, that's right, Brad. You probably got mail when you go home.
Yeah, my Friday the 13th box set, a big giant box, is there, sitting in my man cave right now.
Oh, cool.
It is there. I wish I was showing it off already, but I'm not. So, guess I'll have something to show off on the stream tomorrow night.
Did you get yours
Once
yet?
I get home.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh,
You didn't get yours
No,
yet,
Bill
Jason?
and I ordered them from TCM.
Mhm.
So no telling when we'll get them.
I see. Did
Great,
you
man.
order
I can't believe
the
Scream
deluxe
Factory
box
is
set?
so on the ball right now.
Did you
Yeah.
order the deluxe box set, Jen?
No, I'm too cheap. I'm too cheap. I wanted to, but then I'm like, the boys' Christmas. Jake has his birthday right around Christmas, so I'm like, no, I gotta put the money on the kiddos though.
Man, that could have been your boys' Christmas. They would have loved it.
Yeah, they probably would have. But Christian, I know what he wants, and I can't say because he's watching. But I've got a real special surprise for Christian too for this Christmas. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Christian's watching?
Hey, Sean.
Christian's watching?
Yeah, Christian's in the chat.
He's in
Hi,
the chat,
you little bastard.
He wanted to be on so bad because he wanted to talk Thorn with everybody. He was
Your
like,
daddy
so
loves you.
I know.
Don't
He
you, Christian?
even had fun. He even had fun talking about
No, you know
that.
what? I take that back. I'm not going to ever say I'm his daddy again. I don't want Jen hitting me up for child support.
I don't even get child support from their actual father, so it's fine.
It's actually not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. But
It's fine. It's fine.
Hey, Sean.
I'm doing it for myself, damn it.
Wait, is your boy using your YouTube thing?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't
He
see it in
uses
there.
it better than
I
I
didn't
do.
realize that.
No,
Oh, okay.
that's Sean. That's Sean from Jen from the Grave. That's Sean doing that.
Damn it. I didn't know that was Christian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Christian said he was going to be in the chat, so I imagine he
Yeah,
is.
he's using your
Oh, no,
right,
he's
yeah,
using
yeah,
your
yeah.
thing.
Okay.
You're not typing,
I
right?
thought it was you.
No,
I thought
I'm
you were
I
like
not
thought
me
you
typing.
typing.
I thought you
So
were
did I. So did I, Dave.
psychically typing. What?
Yeah. Christian, say something. See, no hands.
So, this little fucking bastard that I'm training at work yesterday. Okay, I'm not even in my office. I'm in a hotel room right now, in a town 300 miles away from my house. This little bastard last night calls my boss and tells her that I'm not training him good enough because I'm not just sitting there with him every single second of the day, like giving all. I can't do that. I have an office to run. You know, so she's really cool about it, and we're talking, and she's
Hey, Ben.
you know, we come up with this plan for today for me to kind of you know, and then little motherfucker doesn't show up,
Something.
and he sends her a fucking message saying that he took another job.
Oh, damn.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, so not only did you call and try and get me all kinds of bullshit, your little bitch ass don't. You know what it was? I got $10 that says he went home and told his mommy because he's only like 20 that he talked to my boss and he thought I was probably going to say something about him or do something to him.
That
So he
Bronco is
didn't
a
show up.
meanie Bronco.
Meanie.
Meanie Bronco.
Sean says send him the link again, Monty.
Oh, Sean needs the
man.
link again.
I
Wow.
would
Oh, he
beat
needs to link
Christian if he
again? Oh.
ever pulled something like that. You know, you got to man up. You got to man up and not expect everyone to hold your hand. I understand not understanding something, but you know, you don't.
But,
the way to
okay,
learn a
see,
job is to do it.
That's what pisses me the fuck off. Okay, I understand if somebody, because I've been with those kind of trainers. When I started at the prison, they threw me with somebody who didn't give a fuck, who wasn't training me. I was like, no, but I didn't go behind his back. I said it right in front of him. When the captain came by, I was like, hey, how's it going? I said, pretty shitty. This guy don't know what the fuck he's talking about. You know, I said it right in front of him. This guy, the whole fucking day yesterday, I'm asking him, so are you understanding? Do you get it? I was trying to build him up. I'm trying to be like, don't worry, man, because he's so fucking nervous. He's all fucking intimidated and afraid. And I'm trying to, like, be fucking, like, there for him the whole fucking day. And he's like, yeah, I understand it. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. And then he fucking goes and tells her I didn't explain it right, and he didn't understand a damn thing. It's like, then why the fuck did you tell me that you didn't understand it or that you understood?
Did you say, I'm fucking training you? This is a fucking job. Fucking listen.
God, Sean, I hate people.
Sean is back.
I fucking hate people so bad.
Did he go? Did he say?
John!
Did he say YOLO? That's lit. That's fire. You know, like the kids are saying these days.
Well, he had no idea who Eddie Van Halen was.
He had no idea who Eddie Van. Is he nuts?
Wow.
Yeah, he had no idea who Eddie Van Halen was. When I told you Eddie Van Halen died, he didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh man, that's sad. That's terrible.
It's Sean.
What kind of parents does he have if they didn't raise it? They didn't raise him right.
Personally, I think the guy was gay and he was into all that like poppy shit. Now, I'm not saying that gay people want to like pop music, but he told me he was into poppy shit, and he frosted his tips like he's in fucking NSYNC. You know.
Nothing wrong with pop, but I love pop too. But I damn sure know, and so do the boys.
Yeah, I know who Eddie Van Halen is. Okay. I was waiting for Sean to do that. Nice to see you back, Sean. Oh, no mic again.
Oh, you muted yourself, Sean.
You muted yourself, Sean.
Sean, you're muted.
Or the Dark Fate did it.
Yeah, the Dark Fate did it.
He pulled up when you're there, Sean.
Or Sean.
No, we can't catch a break.
I know.
Well, while we're waiting for Sean to fix his mic, as far as my liking or disliking of the Thorn trilogy, I really didn't have a problem with it. But to me, I'm with Jason. Kind of took away the mystique of what Michael Myers was, because John Carpenter didn't want Michael Myers to have some type of excuse for the way he kills. He was just a dark, evil man. He simply just killed because he was that evil. Now, I didn't mind it because I figured that the other writers wanted to say, look, we got to give Michael some purpose in order to make the reason why he is. So they created this cult, which I didn't mind. I thought, especially when you come up with 6 and you see that trashy-ass theatrical version, and I think what they wanted to do, when you take a look at that, and the difference between that and the director's cut, it's totally different. It's totally different. I mean, it just totally butchered the whole story.
Like the producer's cut?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's. I'm sorry, Jason.
I think you hurt Jason.
You're killing me.
I can understand you, Monty, though. Like, I get it, kind of. There are pros and cons with both of the theatrical and the producers. But as Christian says, him being defeated by a pile of rocks, that's where he calls bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, Hobbs.
There's a couple cool things in the producer's cut.
Hobbs.
That's all bullshit. And the whole, I fucked my own niece, so that's
Uncle Dad.
Especially seeing as how, like, as far as we've ever seen in the movies, even in the Rob Zombie movies, Michael Myers never had a sex drive whatsoever.
No, he doesn't.
Like, so that was just like,
oh, is that why he didn't answer my fan letters? I feel better now. I just thought I wasn't his type.
We still can't hear you, Sean. You gotta something's wrong with your mic.
Poor Sean.
Your father.
Hug, Sean, if you can hear me, hug.
Oh man, that was a good one. While we're waiting for Sean to get his mic fixed.
Oh, they also they neuter the best kill in the movie in the producer's cut.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he gets he electrocutes the stepfather or the father,
Yeah.
and his head explodes. His head doesn't explode in the producer's cut. I don't know why the hell they had it
Yeah.
Were they going to try to be more psychological? I don't know.
I mean, come on. We saw a guy's head explode in scanners.
Yeah.
Like, we're used to seeing somebody's head explode. No. So why cut that part out? I mean, it's like, come on now.
Wait,
never
but
made the theater.
It's in the theatrical cut, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's only in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's in the theatrical cut. It's not.
No, I love it. That I
You
love it.
think they leave it in the
The
producer?
producer's cut didn't make the theater, so you could pretty much do
Oh.
anything you wanted to with it.
And see, that's my favorite. That version of Michael Myers is my favorite version of Michael Myers. Like he is so brutal in that movie. Maybe 2018 gives a run for its money, but like, I mean, come on, Michael's a fucking boss in 2018 when he gets his fingers shut off and he's still going after her.
And he gets
Yeah, I
shot.
know.
He gets shot in the
Yeah.
the jugular, and he's still going.
Mhm.
I mean, that's some.
But what about Paul Rudd, guys? What about Paul Rudd? I think he's a hell of a great final girl. And I mean that seriously. I love him.
Yeah, he was a good Tommy Doyle. He was really good.
I thought he was too. A lot of people give him hell, but I thought he was really a good Tommy Doyle.
I thought he did a great job.
Yeah, I thought he did a great job too.
Christian's not a fan, believe it or not. I'm going to out you right now, boy, if you're watching. He doesn't like Paul Rudd. He thinks it's a bad. He doesn't like it.
Oh,
Wow.
I wish he was here.
I don't think I would have ever heard of Paul Rudd if it wasn't for that movie.
Exactly. And I think he's good in it. I really do. Christian says he's real wooden, but I don't agree. So.
he's kind of like wooden on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I
He
mean.
plays like-
It's not in a bad way. You know what I mean?
He plays him like he has PTSD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's traumatized from his youth.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell Christian, and he always quotes the line about the rocks and the rooms, and he goes, no. I like it. I wish he was here now. Boy, you're missing it.
Christian's, yeah, he's in here.
Yeah, he's in here, but I wish he was like in here to talk because he had so many thoughts.
Yeah, I know. He would definitely be definitely going on some type of a rant.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Now he doesn't
All
like
right.
the Thorn trilogy, right? Right, Jen?
No, he
No,
he
he does not like this.
See,
That's
the
not
thing is
That's putting it
though, is
mildly, Jason.
Yeah.
did I freeze that time or did everybody else?
No, your
No,
video,
we're
your video's out. We just see your logo.
Um,
The wings probably came.
the thing about about those movies is, even if you don't consider them like the Thorn quote unquote trilogy and just take them one at a time, especially 4 and in my opinion 6, a lot of people disagree, but I think pretty much everybody universally agrees that 4 is a really good film. It's a really good horror movie.
Yep.
It's a good
Oh, yeah.
slasher film.
I love it.
And
I love that.
it's a good Halloween film. The only thing that they did really in the 4, 5, and 6 that changed the Michael character, at least in the theatrical cut of 6, is they made him go after his niece instead of somebody new.
Yeah.
And they did that. It wasn't John Carpenter that did that. It was the studio that decided, or Mustafa Akkad thought it would be a good idea. Probably, he's the driving force behind the Halloween franchise, or he was.
Now his son is.
You know, but part 4 is a really awesome film. It's got great kills. It's got a really hot chick who's big old boobs.
Right up there.
Thank
You know,
you.
wears the cop,
Or right there. Or right
the
there.
cop do it by the book, shirt. Oh, hang on a
Thank
second.
you.
My food's here.
Oh, he's out.
Oh, he's food. He's got food. Let's see. Did Sean get his audio fixed? Did you?
One
Hello.
thing I wanted to ask is what.
It's done.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes,
Yeah, we can finally hear you.
Finally, yay!
Yay.
I think you really made the dark take mad, Sean. I think he was trying to sabotage you.
Yeah, he was.
Well, Brad's going to get his food now. We can finally get your thoughts on the Halloween Thorn trilogy.
I enjoy it for the most part, honestly. I know Kelly Meeker does.
Yeah.
I even like 5. I know I'm probably in the minority of that, but
I like 5 too.
I like 5.
I like 5.
Yeah.
I should have been the final girl in it, though.
Yeah.
well, to speak on what Monty was saying about the, I do agree about the producer's cut, because to me it makes more sense than the theatrical version. Mainly because you know that Michael is actually in the cult as opposed to the theatrical, where How do you know if he even was? He just kills them all, and that's it.
That's what I like about it, though, Sean, is for me, in that one, Michael is basically like, okay, this cult brought me back, they whatever. So he just didn't do anything about them, but once they got in his way, he killed them all. He never gave two shits about them. He just, they were useful.
Fuck you guys. I'm going home.
What do you think about the ending with on the producer's cut with where Dr. Loomis gets like the evil passed on, I guess?
See, I hate that ending. All of a sudden, even though yes, Michael is maybe supernatural, maybe, but they all of a sudden they bring magic and shit into it, and they like magic. I'm like, what the fuck?
I like the way Michael pulled, but I like the way Michael pulled the switcheroo there and turned into the Man in Black at the end there and walks away.
He's like, I'm retired.
Yeah.
he was just getting away.
But it played to his trick or treat sense, his trickery that he has used throughout the series.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Brad just grubbing on those. What did you order, Brad?
Mango habanero wings.
What I love about 4 is the characters and the acting is great.
Thank you, Sean.
you just make Kelly very happy.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
you like Kelly better than that Rachel, right? I mean, we can all agree she's just a bitch.
Oh yeah,
everything is better than Rachel.
Rachel, yeah.
Oh, dude, Rachel's a stuck-up hoe.
She got the scissors. She got the scissors, baby.
She got scissored, yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
Rachel's a badass.
She's alright at the end.
I mean, she fought back. She was a badass.
The actress she went through a lot of bumps and bruises, like the roof scene. If you've ever watched the documentary, she went through a lot, which I respect.
She fell off of it.
Yeah, she got nailed on it.
Yeah, and I respect that. So, trooper.
That was a great.
I'm still better.
That was a great scene. The on the rooftop, I thought.
Yeah,
when he's chasing them.
Probably like a director's nightmare, though.
Yeah,
I think that.
Like, oh shit.
I think that part 5 was cool. They had a little more fun with it, but they still kept it, in the realm of the seriousness of the movies.
Yeah.
Does everyone have a big problem? I know Christian does with 5, where we think we're getting a new Michael Myers and Jamie, and then they take it back. Like, in 4, does that make everyone mad? Because it makes Christian
not at all.
It sees. Oh, Christian gets so mad about that.
A lot of people do.
First time I saw it, when I went to see it in the movie theaters, I got mad. But after that, it didn't bother me because I would rather have Michael Myers and Jamie anyway.
Yeah,
because it was like this. Because when I saw it in the theaters, I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? What she becomes mute? Is that what happens to her when she's supposed to kill?
But the mute thing is like a reaction to the trauma, which is actually a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that really can happen.
She stabbed her mom anyway.
Yeah, that's what I think is I liked about it. Everybody says they hate that about it, but I like that about it because they did their research.
That happens in this movie.
Yes, this is an actual thing. But at the ending of part 4 showed that she already had that psychic connection with Michael.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
Because that's what I was gonna say. Because the fact that the evil was passed on to her when she touches Michael in part 4. Michael is mute too, so maybe that has something to do with it too.
I never thought of that, Sean. That's a good point. I've never thought of that. I just assumed it was trauma. That's a good point.
Wait, a combination.
I thought he could. I thought he could scream "die."
Only in Rob Zombie's universe.
Yeah. That one doesn't exist. That never happened.
Oh,
Rob Zombie is not bad. It's not bad.
I mean,
I don't know what you're talking about, Sean or Dave. That never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
those two they're definitely growing on me, but it took like what 10 years, 11 years.
I'm the only
No.
one, aren't I?
I'm coming around.
never-
No.
Because my thing with Rob Zombie is his first remake. I liked the first half of it, didn't like the second half of it, and I don't know what he was trying to do with Halloween.
Yeah.
With no, it just
He was
What's
trying
he
to be
doing?
art house, I think. I think that was his attempt at being art house. The
Yeah,
white
well,
horse
For me, it's the
Yeah.
opposite. I hated
Yeah.
the first half, and I liked somewhat of the second half.
Well, part two is what you get when he wanted to make a Blob remake, and he wanted to do like that hockey movie, and he wanted to do like T-Rex, and they said, no, you got to do another Halloween, and he's like, all right, I'm not gonna make it good.
and so he certainly lived up to
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah. Contract.
I'll say
I
it before those- Sorry. I'll say it before and I said it again. I still say that his wife gives a really good portrayal, especially in the first one. I know a lot of people give her shit, but I think her scenes between her and Michael are actually really, really good. Sherry Moon Zombie, I do not think is bad in that, especially in the first one. I think the scenes between her
No,
and
I
Michael, yeah, she's not a great mom, but she's trying the best she can. She's as good as she can be, and you can see she's really trying. It's just a circumstance.
Yeah.
She
And I
lost
always
me
thought that
at the
was
very
fantastic.
beginning. She lost me at
I
the
can
beginning
understand.
when she's arguing with the dude in the wheelchair. She lost me. I'm like, nope.
Oh, that's such a good
I'm
scene.
like-
That whole fight scene,
I'm
I
like,
think
man,
that was so
if this
good.
was my mom, I would have called child services. Fuck this game.
Don't think I'm not
I-
taking a mental note of all your fucking bullshit.
Jesus Christ. Gotta love his dialogue, right?
I do. I do.
Ah,
No, out of all the movies that she's been in his movies, I think the Halloween one was the best I've seen her perform in.
Mm-hmm.
I really like.
She's
I like
Three from Hell too.
Three from Hell. Yeah, Three from
Yeah.
Hell. I think she hit her peak.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's her best. Her best.
no.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
with,
Three from Hell was
with
definitely her best acting job. She
Yeah,
carries
with-
that whole movie. She is so good in
good
that
one.
movie.
Bill Moseley
is.
does really good too. Bill Moseley does a great job.
No,
I love the
actually-
scene between.
here's the
Baby
one
was
thing I
the
thought.
role she. Baby was the role she was meant to play, and that's all she should play.
I think she was good as his mom. I think he would, and she's great in Three from Hell. I love the scene that she has with the little person because she's really, you can see there's a real connection. Like she doesn't usually give a shit about anyone outside the family, but she actually cares about him. And I really like that it showed that other side, but it's still being completely authentic with her character.
Yeah.
I really
Me
like
too.
that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about when she was in the Toolbox Murders?
She was good in that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
watched
hate her. I
it.
don't think she's a bad actress.
She didn't have much of a part in it though.
Isn't she like at the
She was
beginning?
just
Mhm.
yeah, very beginning. She got killed quick, and that was the end for her. So
I just got the
Yeah,
second
that's
one
my
from
favorite
Dollar
part.
Tree, yeah.
Oh,
A death scene.
I wonder if the second one is any good.
I love the second one.
I love it.
I think that movie is
Yeah, I love it,
phenomenal.
too.
It is.
I
It
went to
is
the
literally it is a great study of a descent into madness.
nice.
I mean, that's how I look. That it's all about her. It's not about the killer. It's about her.
Nah, I disagree with that.
I went to the Dollar Tree
But
again today and
I
got a whole
agree.
bunch of stuff.
Did you?
Yeah,
what'd you get?
a whole bag. I haven't gone through it yet, but it's right there.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's a box. Where's the bag? Down there.
Okay.
I got a whole bunch of stuff.
All
They've had the
right.
Toolbox 2, Toolbox Killer 2 at Toolbox Murders at my Dollar Trees.
No, they didn't.
They did. If I had known
Oh,
you
they
wanted
did.
it, I would have picked it up for you.
Oh, not. I just kind of grabbed it last time. This time, yeah, I don't
okay.
know if I want to whip them out now, but I don't
Whip
want
it out, Dave.
Whip
Whip
it
it
out.
out.
I might crack my
Settle
computer
down
camera.
now.
All right now, Kelly. All right now, Kelly. Don't get my channel banned.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Blame Dave. He's a bad influence. He's older. See, he's got to be the mature one. I'm only like 16 or 17.
That's a lost cause on that one.
Sean, wherever you're at in your house now, we can really hear you well now.
I had to restart my phone.
All right, so let's see. Which do you like better, Halloween H2O or Halloween 2018? Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, right away. I personally like Halloween 2018 better. And I enjoy Jamie Lee Curtis' performance better in that. I believe more that she was Laurie Strode in that movie than H2O. She seemed more like Jamie Lee Curtis to me, you know. I thought she was all right, but I thought she was much better in 2018, honestly. You could really feel the trauma inside her, you know, the damage that was done from Michael from the original movie. You could just feel it.
2018, they were really going for nostalgia. And in H2O, what they were trying to do was kind of give it another jumping off point.
You
know, so that may explain some differences in her character because she was pretty invested both times. She was really happy to do 2018 and this one.
Yeah. All right, Jason, you're next.
Shoes.
No, I have an email, I think. I prefer 2018, definitely. I loved H2O when I first saw it in the theaters, but it has gone way down for me ever since. Every time I watch it, I like it a little bit less. I don't know why. I don't like the mask.
You don't like the what?
The masks, the masks that they have on there, like that. And that thing where he's coming down from the ceiling, that thing where he's doing the one-handed pull up or pull down from the ceiling, it pisses me off every time.
Dude, that is the coolest fucking scene ever.
They left Michael doing
come on! It's the first time we see Michael act Michael
scene ever. Coolest scene. If he can lift one up,
they left
if he can lift a guy up one-handed, why can't he do that?
It's the first time we see Michael.
Not happening. And where did he
Michael do something athletic?
It was like a pipe. Where did he come from? He was there like
he was just hanging in the. Maybe Spider-Man.
I mean, come on now.
It was a beam.
Yeah, it might be Spider-Man, but you know, when he was in the kitchen as well, they also caught him doing they didn't take it out where he was doing the stinky leg. They didn't cut that part out. I don't know why they left it in. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. But if you look when he's about ready to kill, not Jamie Lee Curtis's son, but the other kid, the other boy.
Little man Tate.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. When he goes to walk in the door, they left something went wonky on the camera, and it shows Michael doing the stinky leg. I swear. If you watch it, you'll see it right at that part, and I just don't know why they left it in there.
I didn't pick up on that. I'm gonna have to watch that again.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again.
Was he dancing? Or did he get hit?
No, it was just like a glitch. It was almost like a glitch in the filming, and they left it in. I mean, I've seen it on television, I've seen it on my DVD copy, and I've seen it on my Blu-ray copy. So it's there.
I've never
but
noticed.
It's real quick. If you blink,
I gotta see it because I did not notice that at all. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't the first couple times I saw it either, and then I was like, "What the hell was that?"
Oh, is it my turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn, Brad.
Your turn now.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Get the
First off, I got to address Jason saying that 2018 or that H2O isn't very good. That movie's awesome.
No, you didn't listen to me. I said I liked it when I first saw it. And I like it less and less every time now.
No, I think that's weird. But at the same time, H2O was my high school Halloween. It's the one that that was out when I was growing, that formative years. So it has a very special place in my heart. Him lowering himself down from the beam, I think, is awesome. I think that's one of the coolest scenes of all time. in all horror
Illogical.
films ever made.
All horror films.
Illogical.
All
Wow.
horror films. How is it ridiculous?
Okay.
Why don't you just have him pick up a building while he's at it? I mean,
I'm
come
about to knock
on.
my chicken over here, motherfucker. I just jammed my hand in it.
Look, she's behind a locked door and he can't get in. Let's have him pick up the fucking building and go in. I mean, why not?
If he can lift Bob, up with a butcher knife
I could lift Bob.
Okay.
and put on one-handed and put him into the door, and then lift a nurse straight up with the freaking scalpel up above
Right.
his head,
Right.
why can't he
So have him
lower
lift
his
the building.
own weight down? I mean,
And
why
he
would he
pushed
not be
over
able to
a car
lower
in
his weight?
H2. He pushed over a car in H2. So why not have him lift up a building?
Hey, it makes the
Put a cable in his back.
that is still one of the coolest and scariest sequences in the entire franchise.
I think it's ridiculous and it makes me laugh every time I see it.
Well, that's because you have no real thought of physics.
Actually, what really, yeah, okay, that makes sense. What really I think is a cool scene in that movie is when she's underneath of the tables and he starts flipping the tables. I think that's a cool thing. That builds
That is
attention
pretty
really
cool.
well.
Yeah.
And the
But
scene
you
where
lowering
she comes face to
down-
face with him for the first time, the scene where she comes face
That's
to face
cool.
with him for the first time is so cool to me. One thing that I do like about 2018 over or H2O over 2018
Mhm.
is in 2018 they show that she's been preparing now for who knows how long. At least 28 years, because her daughter's, I don't know how old, looks like she was about 30, 35 in there, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
So she's
Yeah,
been preparing since her daughter was born, at least. I like in H2O how that Lori is not that. She is a trauma victim, and she has tried to do everything she can to move on with her life. And it's in the movie where we see that switch flip in her. I like that we get to see that switch flip when she's like, "No, I'm done," and she sends her kid out of the school, and she grabs that fucking axe, and she's like, "Michael," that to me is a pivotal moment in her arc of character, and that is something that is missing in 2018. Now she's a registered badass in 2018. Don't get me wrong, and I like that, but as far as like you said, though,
No,
and
we
like I
see
said,
it. We just don't see it. We don't see it as pronounced in 2018. It's still there. It's just not.
We see it in a different way.
well, but we
Yeah.
she's been obviously, we don't see that moment where she said, "Okay, I'm going to fight. I'm not going to just sit by. I'm going to fight."
That's
we don't
because
get to
she's
see
been
that
ready
fight.
to fight
She's
the whole
already-
time,
She's already been ready to fight before the movie starts. She's ready to fight. So
Right.
that's what I'm saying. For us to actually see that moment in H2O, and to have that awesome sequence where, and then the music starts playing and that like H2O riff with it. It's a really cool sequence, and it's really beautifully shot too. It looks great. And but also that scene where she sees Michael through the door for the first time. I wish it would have been the Halloween 6 mask, but it's still an amazing scene. It really is. It's like an iconic, amazing scene.
Through the boat portal.
With all of that being said, I still like 2018 better. It's a better movie.
Yeah, it is a better movie.
It's a better film, and James Jude Courtney is definitely a superior Michael. Now, I do have to say, though, Fritz, whatever his name is, that plays him in.
Hey, Cody.
Chris something.
Chris Durand.
Chris Durand, thank you. That plays him in H2O. I think the guy did a good job. I think the way the movie is cut and edited is what fucks him up. I don't think it's him himself. I think it was the directing of the movie that fucks it up. That guy had the walk down. He had Nick Castle's walk down.
I hate that you can see his eyes so clearly,
Yep.
It takes it away,
He's like a human instead of evil.
Yeah.
All right, Jen, you're up. Or I should say Kelly.
Thank you. In all seriousness aside, I'm of one of two minds of both of these movies. Now, if you're going to ask me the short answer, it would definitely be 2018. And I know that might be a cliche answer, but for me, the reason why that is the more superior one is because of Jamie Lee Curtis's performance. She was phenomenal. And the scene that always gets me, and this is where it, like, I was loving the movie. But the scene that always gets me in this movie isn't when she's going after Michael. It's when she's in the restaurant with her family, and you can see all the emotional torture that she has gone through. And being someone who kind of suffers from some mental things, I could just feel that scene. I could feel it where she's like trying to explain to her family and she's almost crying and she's a badass. She doesn't want to, and you just feel it. I mean, it literally, I know this sounds stupid, but this just, it felt to me, I just
and
felt
don't you just want to bitch slap her family for the way they treat her?
No, because mental illness scares people, you know, and they all thought she was
really
crazy,
does.
and it's insensitive, but I can understand, like, I mean, it's a taboo. Mental illness is a taboo thing. We've gotten better today, but I mean, and it's hard to live with someone who has problems. I mean, you got to walk on both sides' shoes. Yes, we understand as the audience what she's going through, and I personally can kind of understand that, but you get mad at the family, but you can't get too mad because they're human, you know, and she's put the family through a lot, and they don't see the side she's looking at. Like I tell my boys, you've always got to look at the other person's side of it. But that scene just emotionally, it was like taking a piece of glass, poured in bleach, and then salt. And I mean, literally, and I know that sounds stupid, but I literally felt like I was having tears in my eyes during that scene because I was like, oh, I feel this scene. I know what she's going through. And Jamie Lee Curtis just nailed that scene. And it's just acting, not even horror-wise, just acting-wise. That was so brilliant. But with that being said, I do enjoy 20 because she is, but that scene just, oh my God, it just was raw, and it just, like I told Christian, and I wasn't being funny, I'm like, she deserves something for that scene alone, and she just portrays mental illness, and the family kind of does too, because it's all sides, you know. Yes, we have sympathy for her, but it's hard on families too, and her daughter did suffer a lot to it. You got it, you know. I'm being stupid, I know, but you know, I really felt like it. I really felt like it.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. I really felt like it. I really felt that scene. So to me, that's like one of the best scenes ever. But I enjoy the other one for what it is. It's fun. Now, like Brad said, that's because me and Dave and Brad are all around the same age. For me, it was 6 though. That was kind of my nostalgia. I remember renting that one over and over again.
See, I rented 6 a lot, but H2O was the first one I got to see in theaters.
I saw 6.
I understand that.
So that's why it was like so special
Mm-hmm.
for me. And I went with my friends, so that's also another, you know.
Yeah, it's just like 2018 will always, I mean, it's a great movie, but I think part of the reason why it's so special to me is because I got to go see that with Christian, and that was an experience we got to have as a mother and son that was just amazing.
Oh, nice.
I understand what you're coming from. I understand what you're coming from. So, but yeah, for me, it's just that, because that scene is one of those scenes, like, and if you're giving like an Academy thing for horror movies, that she would get Best Actress, because I felt it. I knew what she was going through. A person who suffers from some of this stuff, I was like, oh my God, because you feel like you're such a burden, and she felt like it. You could feel, I'm such a burden on this family. I've done so much damage to this family. So I love that scene. I love it. But for what it is, I don't.
Man.
Yeah, I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I understand.
Well, I also hate the father. I hate the father the most.
Yeah,
he's a
true
Yeah,
dick.
he sucks.
You were supposed, as a father, you were supposed to. As a father, you don't have to be.
I got peanut butter on my penis.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. You don't have to be the world's greatest fighter. You don't have to be a fucking serial killer. You don't have to be a badass with a gun.
Yeah.
But when your family is in trouble and your family is in danger, you are supposed to step the fuck up.
Exactly.
Whether you are a badass or a mouse, it doesn't matter. That's your family. And as a father, as a man, and maybe this is on my own beliefs, but you should be protecting your family. And he just is a little bitch. And he dies like a little bitch.
He does.
Yeah. I understand. I get that.
But
I don't think it's just a father thing, not to take away from the father thing, but as a mother, Christian had an experience in Texas and stuff, and he had a gay pride pin on his jacket, and, you know, Christian dresses the way he dresses, and the guy was saying it under his breath, you know, little faggot, whatever, and Christian totally handled it. He bossed up and handled it and said, you know, I think this is more about you, dude, but he did it in a funny way, and he was telling me about it, and I was so proud of him, but had I been there, I would have let Christian handle it.
I just would have whooped the dude's ass. I mean,
Christian used humor, which is cool. I can
was
understand.
like, hey, you just got your ass whooped by a little faggot too, didn't you, bitch?
and Christian handled it though, and I would have, if I had been there, I would have let Christian handle it because he's of that age where he's got to handle his own business. But afterwards, I would have, and he called him a Satanist, which Christian isn't, but I guess the way he was dressed, he assumed it and stuff. And I would have gone up to him and I would have said, "You little bastard! If you ever talk to my son like that, you think a Satanist is bad. You should say a pissed off pagan mama. You ever talk to my son like that, I'll fucking kill you because I'm the light in the dark, and it won't be the powers of the light in the dark. I'm just gonna fucking kill you."
Martin, if you're still in the chat, if you haven't left yet, they actually talk about how he got caught.
Yeah, they do.
In the movie, the cop that arrested him talks about it.
Yeah. Oh, that was Ben. Ben who said that.
Let me check.
It doesn't
No,
say.
Martin
Martin
said
said that
okay.
he's curious how they caught him prior to the event.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Of 2018. They talk about it in the movie.
Yeah,
Guys,
they do talk about it. Yeah.
I gotta get going.
Personally, are you leaving, Dave?
Yeah.
Bye, Dave.
Bye,
Dave.
Dave.
Bye.
Call me, Dave. Call me.
I will. Bye, guys.
Dave's got a date.
Yeah, Dave's,
Are you
Dave's got
cheating
a
on me, Dave? In our dungeon. You're cheating on Kelly and you're cheating on Jen. Oh, Dave, we have things to talk about later.
He's with Rachel, I heard.
Oh, you whore, Dave. You whore. You're dead to me, Dave. No more dungeon from you.
Oh.
Him, Rachel, and Tina have a threesome scheduled.
Yeah, Tina.
I don't do the threesomes. I'm a lady.
See you guys later.
Bye, Dave. I'm still mad at you.
He likes that 80. He likes Tina with the 80s hairdo.
I get
My
that.
wife found us. Everybody run. She likes your hair, Jen.
Oh, thank you. It's just a wig.
I see Mrs. Bronco. I see Mrs. Bronco has joined us in the chat.
Hey, Danny.
Thank you, Danny. Hi.
Okay, as far as I'm concerned, I have no problem with either movie. I think with H2O, I think because of the success of Scream, that Dimension Films felt as though, hey, let's bring Michael back and let's make it a Scream clone. So we see some elements of the Scream in there. But I thought Jamie Lee Curtis was okay. But I actually do prefer her in 2018 as opposed to H2O because I think that character is more believable in that aspect of Laurie Strode as opposed to the H2O. But but I don't have a problem with either one. Either one, I thought they were both good movies. I like the end. The ending of H2O I thought was the greatest ending you can have for Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Into resurrection.
Yeah. I remember saying
we wouldn't have trick or treat, motherfucker.
I remember being in the theater and turning to my best friend, one of my best friends at high school at the time. His name was Adam. And I said, dude, I love Michael. I want a million more movies. I said, but if they bring him back, I'm calling bullshit. I'm sorry, but I'm calling fucking bullshit. There's no way you can come back from that. You just can't. And
no.
Then they brought him back and said, oh, it was a switch. It's like, oh, come on. That was the latest fucking shit ever.
That's what I said to myself. I said,
yeah, but if you think about it, that's something Michael would do in a way.
But there was never a chance to do it. We actually see it throughout the whole thing. We see Michael. There was no place for it. Like, come on.
It's like that's so.
It's bad.
Yeah.
And then and also too, like I said in my review, I don't know if you remember, but I was like, okay, so Michael crushed the guy's windpipe so he couldn't talk, right? You don't think, but his hands were free. Remember, he was like reaching out. You don't think he could have just grabbed the fucking mask and pulled it off and been like,
yeah, but in all fairness, he was crushed by a band.
That would make too much sense.
Yeah, but his arms were free. He could have reached.
His arms were. He wasn't paralyzed.
He could have been like, no, it's not me. Grab the mask, pull it off.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a black guy underneath. It's like, come on. Obviously, I'm not your brother.
I think that would ruin the ending of H2O, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, That's what I'm saying. Like, so obviously it had to be Michael because the way they explained it didn't make sense. If there was a EMT under there that just couldn't talk because his voice was crushed, he still could have pulled the mask off. He still could have made who he was known. You know, he's about to get his head chopped off. Like he's just gonna sit there and let it happen.
It was but a flesh wound, Brad. It was but a flesh wound.
Yeah, the ending of H2O is, like you said, one of the best horror movie endings ever. It's a great ending. They both are very good films. They both have great points to them.
Oh yeah, they do.
I do have one controversial opinion about 2018. I actually love the cops. I think they're funny. I don't care.
Oh, man.
The cops. I don't care. I love them. I loved it.
But you know what those two cops are? Is they're a throwback to part 5.
Reference, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But also, there's if you look at horror throughout horror movies, period, there are idiot cops.
Yeah.
And
I'd rather hear the clown music than those guys.
Yeah. Friday the 13th Part 6 had a couple of idiot cops.
Yeah.
I can't think of any right now, but I know there's a lot. I've mentioned them before.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
It's just a horror movie trope, you know.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fun. I'm not being funny when I say this. I thought that it was fun, and the dialogue was fun. I know some people really hated it, but I was laughing.
Oh no, I think what's his name, McBride or whatever, Danny McBride.
McBride.
He can write some fucking dialogue. That dude can write a script.
Yeah, he can.
I still say the peanut butter on the dick joke was a throwback was their one hint or their one like tribute to the Rob Zombie films. It's the only one I've been able to spot in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could have been part 4.
Yeah, Ben, we better not be talking about Black Christmas 2019.
What about Black Christmas 2019?
You talk about Black Christmas cops.
I've never seen. I've watched 2018 now. I've probably watched it 30 times already.
It's a great movie.
And I've never seen. I cannot spot any references to Rob Zombie's Halloween except for maybe the peanut butter on the dick joke, because they mention shit like that in his movies so much.
Mm-hmm. What about the kill in the bathroom?
Which one?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You don't think that was at the beginning? You know, before he gets the mask and he kills the 2 reporters.
That's an H2O. That's an H2O. That's an H2O scene.
Yeah, but the brutality when he's slamming his head in the freaking.
I don't think so.
Stall,
I think he drops those teeth, and that's straight up H2O. I don't.
I thought it was like a hybrid of the two, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't catch any. I didn't catch any Rob Zombie vibes when
I didn't either.
In the bathroom.
Because I'm assuming you're referencing when he kills what's the dude's name? The big guy. He's in all the fucking Rob Zombies movies.
Ken Foree. Yeah.
What's his name?
Ken Foree.
No, in the movie. What's his name in the movie?
God.
Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Joe Grizzly.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
It has something to do with bears. I think it's something.
I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Yeah. Like I didn't really think of it because it's a woman and it's just not the same kind of thing. And he's killing 2 people in there. Right? To me, that's a total 2018 thing, just more brutal. Yeah.
Probably right. Yeah. I didn't think of that, but you're right.
They even give Halloween 3 some acknowledgement with the masks, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But so that was my thought process. That's the, I don't mind the cops in that or 5 or any of those. I think stuff like that, you have to have 1 or 2 funny moments in a film, and you do have them throughout all the films. Even back to the original, there's a couple of funny moments where because in a slasher movie especially, and like in the original Halloween, you're building tension, right? And then you get that one little comedic or lighthearted moment that kind of puts you off guard for a second, and then they hit you with it, and then you're like, that's how you build a horror film.
You enjoy it that much more.
Yeah.
You're right. Even in the original, because I know, speaking as a woman, when they're talking, when Jamie's talking with her friends, that's how teenage girls talk. It was very authentic. It's and they're just joking back and forth with one another. And it's kind of, yeah, I get what you mean.
And I think they kind of nailed that again in 2018 with the granddaughter and her friends.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The way kids are talking at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Kids will
Yeah.
always be kids, just different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the truth.
Yeah.
Speaking of H2O in 2018, who is the better Lori? H2O or 2018?
2018.
2018.
Yep.
Honestly, I like them both a lot, but I actually think I give the edge to H2O's Lori.
Why?
I just do. I like the change in her. I like how. I also like too. Did you know in 2018 how they kept the theme of her being an alcoholic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like though how she has a son who's still of formative years. She's still under her roof or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that you see that mother-son relationship more than you do in 2018. Because in 2018, they're already older. They're kind of estranged. But, you see her struggling not just as a single parent, but also to be the responsible. And I like that she's in a position of power.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's cool. I think that it shows that she has tried to change, with her life. But there's that alcoholism is nagging at her because that her brother is still pulling her backwards like this, like almost grabbing, even though she's cut her hair short, grabbing her by the hair and just kind of pulling her back. Like, nope, you're still Laurie Strode. You're still, you're still Laurie.
Still looming large in your life. Yeah.
I never bought that though. I never bought the whole person of power thing, because if you're a person of power, then you're seen by a lot of people, and that's exactly what she wants to avoid. So
she
I
did
would
change her identity. I didn't think she'd think he would find her all the way on the other coast.
No.
She didn't seem very surprised when he showed up.
Well, I guess after everything she's been through.
But also, damn it, I lost what I was going to say. I think another reason why I like that version a little bit more is she's still Michael's sister in that one.
Yeah.
And in 2018, she's not.
Yeah.
And that, even though as much as I love 2018, like I've said before, it's never going to replace Halloween 2, as like what the storylines are, that she's always going to be Michael's sister to me.
In my mind too. I agree with you on that, Brad.
I agree on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yep.
I'll say I actually enjoyed the family dynamic in 2018 because I like the fact that Karen was kind of estranged from the mother because she grew up as a child with all this survivalist crap, and she didn't have a childhood, so she holds it against Laurie. But she does find comfort with the granddaughter, and they do have a tight relationship, and they have a bond.
That's a very poignant relationship. I
Yeah, you do.
Hey, Sean, you remember when I said that in Halloween H2O, we get that change in Laurie, and we could see it on screen. You know what I mean? We see where it snaps in her. We still get that in 2018, but it's not in Laurie; it's in her daughter.
No, we
where
did
the
Lori.
daughter, when they get them all in the car and then they bring her to the house, and the daughter goes down and gets her gun, you can kind of see that, like, okay, mom was right, and we fucked up,
Yeah, I like that.
But there's also in Jamie too.
Yeah.
I mean, also in Lori, you see when she snaps too, when she's running down the street, and she finally sees him for the first time, and she's like, okay.
I love
it's
that
actually
shot.
happening.
I love that shot when
Yeah.
Michael falls off the balcony and she's looking down at him.
Yeah.
And he disappears.
That was a nice callback
He's looking
scene.
down at her and she disappears. I think that's cool.
That was a nice call. That was a nice callback scene.
Yeah.
I really don't have any differences between the two. I think both Laurie Strodes represent the Laurie Strodes that they're playing, whether it was the H2O one where she changed her identity and now she's trying to finally confront Michael, or in the Hollywood 2018 where she's struggling and she's become an alcoholic, but she's been preparing all this time. So to me, both Laurie Strodes make sense story-wise, depending upon which story you go with. So I really have a problem with any one of those two.
They both work for what the movie asked them to, but for their situation they're in.
Very true.
Yeah, I see. All right, thoughts on the Friday the 13th box set, including the new deleted gore scenes from parts 2 and 6.
Anybody have it?
Anybody have it?
I have it, but I haven't got it in my possession right now. It's sitting in my man cave at home, and I was hoping that it would be here before this stream, and it did get here, but I'm not there to like, hey, check it out, you know.
I know. Go ahead, Sean.
I was just gonna say I saw a few people's unboxing videos and stuff, so I know what it looks like and everything.
Yeah, I'll probably film mine. I'll either film an unboxing video or unbox it live on the Super Slash Brothers tomorrow night. One of the two.
Yeah, see,
because I'm assuming we'll still be rolling when I get into town. I'm going to do half that stream though from my car. So try to do it.
You'll be tired.
You're gonna be tired. Yeah, hard.
It's a 3-hour drive, so it's going to be. I mean, it's going to be. I leave here at 6. It'll be 9 p.m. before I roll in there. So.
Yeah, because Horror Gamer, he just said he got it. I saw another friend of mine, Rebecca. She got it. She was just watching it. She was talking about some of the deleted scenes in that one. I know some of the other big YouTubers. I know Lee McCoy said he got his. I saw Cody Leach. He got his. Some other people got theirs as well too.
I kind of hope they sell some of them separately in a way, like that Friday part 2. I would definitely get.
You want everything together.
Because I saw Sean Blue Digital. He did his unboxing. He showed the different type of artists they have for each of the movies.
Yep. The art is what got me. Like, oh man, the prints and the post. Oh man, I wanted those so bad.
Danny said that the UPS guy kept passing our house, and she had to go outside, flag him down. She said it's pretty big. It's a pretty big package.
Yeah, you better get.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which means I got my lithograph and my poster. If it's a big package.
She always says that to me, though. It's a pretty big package. I don't know why.
Well, what can I say? It's a pretty big package.
My perverted mind went there as soon as he said big package, but I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Right, Danny. Right, Danny.
No, I got a tiny package.
No, I was talking about what you said to me, not to you. I actually ordered mine off of Turner Classic Movies because it was cheaper, and I probably won't get it like Brad did. I'll probably get it when it comes out for the general public, but that's all right. It's fine with me.
Yeah, but see, that's the funny thing is we heard the rumor going around was that the Scream Factory ones were all going to get delayed.
It's actually not. It's not out on the street until October 13th.
Well, no, but I mean, they said the orders were all going to get delayed. We were going to get it until almost Christmas. You know, that was what the rumor.
I thought it was around more Christmas when y'all were going to get it.
Yeah.
You probably forget what it is by the time.
My wife says Brad's package is a decent size.
Excuse me, guys. I'll be right back.
Hey, Jason, I'm surprised you're able to order it on Turner Classic Movies.
Yeah, it's actually cheaper, a lot cheaper, as a matter of fact. That's why I ordered it from there.
Oh, okay.
And if you subscribe to them, you got like a Joe did the same thing. The Horror Man, you got like a 20% off, or 10% off of your total purchase, and it ended up being probably like $50 or $60 cheaper than Scream Factory. So. But then again, you don't get the lithograph, which I don't really need, and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need a lithograph. Anyway, so. I wouldn't mind the poster, but I don't need the lithograph.
Yeah.
You know what else is really cool about it is now you can say that Freddy vs. Jason is officially part of the franchise. It's in there.
Yeah, it's in there. Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was surprised that they included that in there because when I saw
Yeah.
Sean's video and I saw Jason, I was like, they got Freddy versus Jason in there. I said,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Well, it was
good.
in the one with the 10 too,
That's
wasn't
awesome.
it?
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the one with the 10.
Mm-hmm. They got 10. Yeah, they got all of them in there. 10. They got the remake.
I mean, New Line owns the rights to the franchise now, so why not? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Yep. It'll be the
They
second
must have
time.
had to really. They must have had to really pull strings to get all those rights to be able to put it all together like that.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a little shocked with all the shit going on with that right now. But you notice we keep getting merchandise, we just don't get new films.
That's what's wrong with that. I
Somebody's
knew
still
there's
making
something.
money. Somebody's making money still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
Scream. Sorry.
I was like, what's it? Darn, I can't remember his name now. Was it Sean S. Cunningham? Somebody.
Yes.
The last time I heard somebody was about the Friday the 13th rights. They were talking about he was going back to court with Paramount to find out who's going to finally get the rights so they can finally make a new movie. But I don't know if it was Sean S. Cunningham or
I think it might be, yeah. I think that's who you're thinking of, Money.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, New Line Cinema owns the rights to it. It's not Paramount anymore.
Yeah, it's not Paramount, yeah.
I know
I mean,
for a while it was because of Victor Miller wanted more
Sean
rights to
Cunningham.
it
He still
because
does.
he wrote,
Yeah.
That's
he wrote
what I
the
was trying to
original.
think of, because he wrote the original script, so I think he was the one that was battling with either New Line Cinema or somebody else with the rights of Friday the 13th.
He's claiming that Jason Voorhees is his intellectual property. But
Yeah.
the Jason Voorhees, the killer, is not the same Jason Voorhees that's in the first movie.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where that's where all the shit is.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ever going to see a movie? We're going to get to the point where we're going to get to actually see a movie. They're just going to go, hey, we're losing money. The fans are, losing out. Everyone's losing out. Why can't they just make I know it's about money, but damn.
That's the sad part. Nobody
Well,
cares about the fans. It's about the money.
good news is Never Hike Alone, Never Hike in the Snow comes out on
Yeah.
October 28th,
so-
I think.
I'm so excited.
Yep, Never Hike in the Snow comes out, and I'm sorry, but you asked me, that movie, the first Never Hike Alone, is just as good as any of the sequels.
I think they're better than some of the sequels. I think they're better than a lot of the sequels.
Yeah, definitely much
Oh,
better
and then
than 8.
people have been giving Womp Stomp shit about, in the trailer, Jason uses a bow. Obviously, you guys didn't pay much attention during the franchise, did you? In the remake, he uses the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
In the
Big time.
in parts 3 and part 8, he uses a harpoon gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, which it's. I mean, it's like, really? They're like, oh, he's just supposed to use the machete. What the fuck? He's always. If you really watch the franchise, his use of a machete is not that very much. I mean,
No.
I think he used the machete most. He used the machete most in Freddy versus Jason.
Mm-hmm.
He uses the machete more than anything in that movie. And that's the only one where he really uses the machete all the time.
That's the only one, yeah. Because especially in part 7, he uses almost a whole bunch of garden tools.
Part 4,
and the sleeping bag. Don't forget the sleeping bag.
Oh yeah, don't forget the sleeping bag.
I don't know if you guys
love that stuff.
My favorite kill of the series.
Mine too.
When those were the first reviews Bill ever did with me, when we reviewed those, we would talk about all the different weapons he used that weren't just the machete.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a few.
Yeah, because I did a trailer reaction for Never Hike in the Snow, and I saw all the people complaining about, mostly all the comments I got where people complained about the bow and arrow. I'm like, wait a minute, don't you know this guy's used more than just machetes?
Evidently not.
And he's used a bow and arrow before. And in part 1, In part one,
His mother used a bow and arrow.
Emily used the bow and arrow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I never understood that either. I thought it was dumb. I was like, why are people getting mad at this?
People are stupid. I hate to use that word, but sometimes people are stupid.
People are really stupid. They should just be thanking
Yes.
our lucky stars that somebody out there cares enough about this fucking franchise to give us a decent product.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you really feel the love.
exactly.
That's one thing I love about these movies is you feel the love for the fans, the franchise, everything. It pays its
they're well
respect.
done. They're not just your typical. And I'm not shitting on other people's fan films, but come on, let's be real here. Most people's fan films are not always
I know what you
extremely
mean.
well put together. They're not well acted. I mean, it's a bunch of friends doing it, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I love those too, but this one was done like
special.
it's actual production, and they had real fucking actors, and it was good.
Yeah, because I said Vincent DeSantis really did a good job in the first movie, and the fact that he actually got the actors from at least the guy that played I can't remember his name.
Tommy.
His name. Tommy. Yeah, the guy. Tommy. He got the actor played Tommy in the movie, and I thought that was brilliant.
I have the biggest smile on, and I don't think if the studios had that, they would have done that. Maybe they would have done something like that, but it wouldn't have worked. For some reason, it just really worked. It just worked, and I think it's because they care. I know that sounds corny, but you feel that they care. And there's so many times you watch those little scenes, and there's so many little like nods that only like real fans get, and you're like, ah, you know.
I'm gonna try and get him on the show.
Yeah, I've heard he's left a comment. He's super nice from what I've heard. He's a super nice guy.
I know he's super nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's cool. I've talked to him a few times on email and Twitter and stuff. But
he left a comment when we did a video.
And because I commented a few times on some of the groups that I have, and I hope to get a chance to actually interview him on my channel one day.
I would like it too.
Hi, Ben.
Isn't Tom Matthews supposed to be in this whole movie, like the new one?
I've heard that, but I don't know.
I didn't check the cast yet. And I was
Yes, he's supposed to be in it. And from what I hear, it's supposed to be a little more about him. It's supposed to be like
he's supposed to get more.
He stayed in that town, whatever they renamed it, Evergreen or something like that.
Forest Green.
He stayed there to keep an eye out for Michael. That's why he stayed. Even though his family's begged him to come away and all this, he stayed there because of that.
What the hell is in that jar? Is that applesauce?
Yes, unsweetened applesauce.
It's been bothering me. It's been bothering me. I figured I'd ask.
This is my dessert, man. It's sugar free. No sugar, fucking unsweet applesauce.
No taste.
I like it. I like just plain
Fuck with you, dude.
I really,
Applesauce, bitch.
you guys know how much fucking weight I've gained the last 6 months, and it's really bothered me. And I'm trying, but I honestly think I'm starting to really think that it's the medication they gave me for my pain, for my neuropathy.
Yeah.
One of the side effects of that medication is serious weight gain.
It is. Yeah, big time.
I'm afraid because my diet hasn't changed that much to
You're really not going to be happy about what I'm going to tell you next.
And
once you get off of it, it doesn't really much matter.
Well, once I get off of it, I'm going to. I'm trying anyways, but hopefully, my diet and stuff will regulate itself, and I can start dropping weight again.
It's hard. I'm on some medication that they said I have to. I'm consciously. I've lost a few pounds, but I'm not anywhere where I want to be yet. But it's really hard because some of the medication I'm taking, like I have to really be conscious. And I'm a person that kind of self-soothes with food anyway. So it's really hard. It's really hard. I feel for you.
I'm also on metformin, and that's supposed to help me drop weight.
Oh, that's good.
But it's a low dose, and it's not the dose that I think I should be on. And I'm on a very high dose of the other pill.
Yeah.
I'm on a very high dose of Lyrica. I'm taking 600 milligrams of Lyrica every day. I mean,
you're taking the same stuff I'm taking because I got diagnosed with diabetes over about type 2 diabetes almost 2 months ago. So I had to change.
Really?
Yeah. See, but that's the thing. That's the thing, Money, is I was diagnosed 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until the last year or so that I really had the bad neuropathy pain.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wasn't on Lyrica, and I dropped tons of weight. I mean, you guys saw my videos back when I first started my channel.
Yeah.
I was smaller than I am now, and it's bothering me that I'm gaining it back over the last 6, 7, 8 months.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Lyrica's a rough one. That's a rough medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you saw what I just ate for dinner. I had some wings. There was a little bit of sugar in the sauce, I'm sure, but I popped another pill to counteract that.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't really eaten any real carbs all day. I've been eating yogurts. I've been eating roast beef. I ate wings. I'm trying not to eat so much carbs, and and trying to cut out the sweets too. That's why I've been eating applesauce and yogurts, so I don't have so much sugar. You know.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It's rough. Yeah, because I definitely had to change my eating habits when I got that diagnosis.
And when all you do is travel all the time lately, the last 2 months I've been doing nothing but traveling and living out of my car. It's like, okay, just about all I can eat is fast food at the time. You know.
And then this time of year too. I mean, like the holidays. Everyone's cooking and making real.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard not to indulge.
Yeah. Ooh,
Well,
God,
for
kale?
me, it's easy because Christian's gone and I can't cook. So.
Call up the Chinese.
You start seeing like pumpkin pies in the store and all, and they even got the no sugar pumpkin pies, which are really good. And I like those. Yeah, I mean, I'm not happy with myself right now and so I've been having a hard time with it. And anyways, I don't what got us on this fucking topic.
We go through all kinds of tangents. We're horror and other things.
We go through all types of
I'm not
tangents.
talking about. I don't want to talk about myself.
That's okay. I mean, someone out there, you might be making someone else go, I feel what Brad's saying. So you're doing a service, Brad. You really are.
Community service, a horror community service.
Exactly.
The last few days, I feel like I'm out of breath
Yeah.
all the time, and I don't know if it's because of my allergies or if it's just because I'm too damn fat.
No.
It's an HPSA.
I like that.
All right. Anything else you guys have want to talk about?
Yeah, kale sucks. I don't like kale.
What's everybody got coming up on their channels? I know a lot of people are busy doing 31 days, and what y'all got coming up?
Yeah, I missed Jen 31 days. What's going on, Jen? I know
Because Chris
Sparky's not
blames
around.
the boy. Sparky's not around, but what we're gonna do is like when he gets back, we're gonna do like 1 week of his movies, 1 week of mine, and then I've got a special solo review for the 31st that hopefully we're gonna film it as soon as he gets back. But it's a movie that I've tried to film a solo review on a couple of times, and I've never been happy with it. But I told Sparky I think I might get it right this time. So hopefully you'll have a really good solo review, guys. Hopefully, if I don't screw it up, it's a movie that really means a lot to me, and those are the movies that are hard for me to review because I want to get it right. I'm sorry, Monty.
That's okay. So I started my.
It's not because I'll bud brawling the whole time.
Let's see. I started my Scream film series this week. Yeah, so I did that. So I'll be working on Scream 2 by this weekend. I did a collab video. Well, actually, it goes to the Myers did collab video with Vicky from Nightmare Maven. That turned out to be real fine. Obviously, we did this. Who?
Did she quit YouTube?
No, Vicky. No, she's still making videos.
I thought I saw something about her channel got taken down, or she was quitting, or
no, Nightmare Maven. No, she just. As a matter of fact, she did a video today. I just saw. Yeah, no, she's still up and running. And I got another special video coming up with Rebecca. Still trying to work out the details there. We're going to talk about her upcoming film, The Embalmers. The Embalmers. She's doing that film. And other than that, obviously reviewing other horror movies that come out throughout the 31 days of Halloween.
Nice.
Yeah. And I also want to give a shout out to CP for making my new intro.
Oh, really? He did that?
Wait, you mean
I
didn't
CP
know that.
actually did something nice for somebody? How much did you have to pay him?
Oh no, CP and I, we have a good relationship. So,
Well, he's got to have one with somebody, I'm sure.
Oh.
uh-oh.
And we all should give a shout out to Sean. Has everyone seen his numbers? You're getting very close. I've seen your numbers are going up, Sean, and I'm so happy for you. I've been wanting to say congratulations to you. I'm so
Thank you.
amazing,
Yeah,
amazing content.
Yes.
Thank you.
I got to do Sean's tag video, his face hugger video. Then I got to do Sean Blue Digital's 600 subscriber contest entry.
I just did that today.
Yeah.
I got a surprise 8 new subscribers when I opened my computer.
Nice.
When I got home, when I got back to the hotel tonight, I had 8 new subscribers. So that was cool.
That's always
YouTube
nice.
will take it away again tonight, probably, because they normally
Yeah,
do.
probably. They're all probably trolls, anyways.
That's been happening to me lately.
No, I've noticed you. It's really. I was like so happy for you. I'm like, oh yay, Sean, yay!
Yeah,
I'm
but
like your cheerleader. I'm like everyone's cheerleader.
but every time I get 2 subs, I lose one. Yeah.
No,
That's
happens.
just the name of the game, bro. That's how it happens.
But you usually get them back. You usually get them back. And also, if Sparky has time, I'd like to interview both the Ghost of the Miser and the Dark Fate. I want to ask you guys some burning questions. If you guys could contact the Dark Fate and the Ghost of the Miser, yeah, Christian and I would like to do an in-depth interview with you guys because there's some questions. I want to know your origins, and I want to know the Dark Fate, why it's Sean Patrick Erschen that he wants the soul so bad. And Monty, we have some questions for the Miser as well, the Ghost of the Miser. And I want to know if you guys are going to be an evil super team and team up together and take over any other people's souls. Should we be worried, like after you get Sean's soul? Should we be worried? And we don't want him to take your soul, Sean, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes. I think that would be. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting video to learn about the origins of the Ghost of the Miser.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'd love to hear the origins for both of them. And so if you guys, I know you guys are tight with them, so just stand a little away from him, Sean, because he's sly. He might get your soul. I know he said he's going to let you have fun for a while before Halloween, but can't trust him. I don't trust him completely. I like him, but I don't trust him.
Well, we got a couple weeks.
Yeah, but if Christian comes, no kidding, I would like to interview you guys. If you'd like those, I'd like to enter those guys. If you guys could send the message to them.
No, not a problem.
Send the message.
Send the message. Cool. I'll get the Ghost Miser out from his vault.
Cool.
Bill and I are starting a new set of reviews. I'm not really calling it a segment, but just a set of reviews where we're going to make a playlist, but we're doing all the Universal Monster stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
So I already did. I put Dracula up yesterday.
I saw that.
Yeah,
but you're going to do the whole thing?
Yeah, I was watching that.
Then I'll be getting to. I've got Frankenstein coming up.
Cool.
Next week, I think, or next week.
That's
or no, maybe the week after. I'm not sure. And then we're going to be doing Creature, and then we'll go from there and do the rest of them. But yeah, I've got those. I've got a Comic Cave video coming up. It's already ready. I've got 2 Hamilton book hauls that I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the top 20 for 2020 coming up, and I've got a double feature, a Shout Factory double feature review. I'm doing 2 movies, 1 review.
I know what they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some Wild Eye stuff too, of course, and then I'm thinking about doing a thing on the week of Halloween if I can, if I'm not elsewhere. I'm thinking of doing a run-up onto Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Different Halloween-related videos.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
All right, what you got coming up on the channel, Jason?
Oh, just the 31 days. Nothing super.
He doesn't want people to know what he's doing.
But that's not enough. That's not enough.
Yeah,
that's what I was just thinking. You say it so nonchalantly, Jason. That's a lot of work. A lot of breakdown.
This is 31 days an hour.
Yeah, Romantic kind of kicked my ass, so I decided to take the second one off of the lineup. But yeah. Yeah, it's just the 31 days. I wasn't going to do it this year, but I decided. I was looking for any excuse not to do it, but I'm glad I did. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's
Yeah, it because I was thinking about doing it, but with me now working from home and trying to do this at the same time is not easy at all.
Yeah,
not
definitely.
easy at all. Yeah, it's definitely not easy at all. So I said, because I thought about doing it, I said, nah, because I would have to actually do the videos at least a month before and then just save them and do it that way. But then I didn't have the time to actually do the videos. And then I probably had to do short, like 5-minute videos just to make sure I don't have to spend enough time editing them.
I get that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
So
that was smart, Jason. We always say we're going to do that, and we are always doing it and we're just barely keeping up when we do it. So. But you see everybody else's videos, and then you're like, "Oh, I want to do it. We got to do it. We got to get in." It's peer pressure, I tell you.
I got a movie that I want you to watch, Jen, and I want your thoughts on.
Okay. What is it?
It's called Dementia.
Dementia. Why does it sound familiar? When was it out? When did it come out?
2016.
Okay, then I don't know it.
That's not the remake, is it? Or I might think about something else.
No. That's Dementia 13.
That's right, Dementia 13.
Yeah. This one's Dementia. It's got the guy who played Gene Jones is in it.
Okay.
He's been around for a while. Yeah, and the girl who played in Rob Zombie's Halloween, the one that played the one that got naked, I can't remember. Christine Khalid or Chris.
Was that
that's her name?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about, but I might not know her actress, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the only reason I
Linda,
remember is she got naked. Yeah, she got naked. So
yeah, of course.
Can I see?
Cool.
I was like, hey,
you know
that's
what? Maybe it'll.
really good naked.
Do you think it'll be up my alley, Jason? Because I'm looking for 2 more movies to fill for my week before Christian gets home. Christian says I'm in trouble if I don't have all the movies planned out.
I had a hard time with it.
Really? Okay.
I had a hard time with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll definitely check it out.
It's a fantastic movie, but the subject matter is really hard for me to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of subject matter without going into spoiler territory?
Dementia.
Yeah. Okay. I get you.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one.
Okay. I'll definitely give it a check out.
Kind of sounds like Relic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It might be, but this one.
And I haven't seen Relic yet. I still need to see it.
Yeah. Because I remember you talking about that when you made the comment. You want to check that out. You want to check out Relic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I will definitely. In 2016 is when it came out. About around there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will definitely check it out. That might be one of our movies for my week. Yeah. I'm very intrigued that you said you had a hard time with it. I always like those movies that really, yeah.
Yeah, I did it for my.
Sounds like it's up my alley.
It got my highest rating of the month.
Cool.
So
I will definitely check it out. And I really want to see Antebellum, Monty.
Oh yeah.
If Christian will ever get home.
Yeah, I don't think Brad would like Antebellum. No, I think that would piss Brad off.
Has anyone seen it besides Monty? Has anyone else seen it? I've stayed away because I don't want to see spoilers.
Yeah, I
have you, Sean, seen it?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. I hear it's crazy. Is the twist as crazy as they say it is? Like, I don't know what the twist is. I just heard it's crazy.
I can't say it. Once you see it, then you might understand some of my reaction to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. You've intrigued me since you said that I'd probably like it more than Christian would.
I believe you would like the twist than Christian would. Yes.
Okay. And I'm very curious to see the one you mentioned, Dementia, Jason. I think that is going to be one of our movies for my week of for Halloween. Yeah, that will be a movie.
Yeah, I'm curious on your thoughts on that one.
Cool. Well, thank you. I'm glad you care. Thank you, Jason. That always makes me happy. When any of you guys care about Jen's thoughts, that always makes me happy.
I always care about
Jen's thoughts.
Jen?
No, I'm serious. Whenever you guys like to do that, you don't know how happy that makes me because I respect all of you guys so much. And no, I'm not sucking you guys' dicks. I mean, that's like from the heart. I mean that. And like, it's always cool when you guys like actually care to like, okay, what does she think?
I was just
It always
checking.
makes-
I was checking.
Oh, believe me, Jen, we know. If you were sucking our dicks, we know it.
You know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, but I love all you guys, and I think you all have amazing opinions. So it's an honor. I feel very honored to be with all you guys. I always do.
Okay.
I always tell Christian, it's all the good guys and then Jen.
Well, on that very colorful note, I think that we bring this live stream to an end. Want to thank the Dark Fate for his presence to come. I think the next time we might actually get a visit from the Gifts of the Miser.
Oh, good. Woohoo!
So, Jason, Jen, Sean, Brad, want to thank you very much for joining. Hopefully next time, if y'all want me to host again, or Brad can host, or Jen can host, it's your turn now. But if you still want me to host, I'm always down for it.
You're a great
Who's
host,
next? Who's next?
It all depends on what my schedule is going to do. This was supposed to be my week to host Super Slash Brothers, but I had to switch to Joe for last week because I was going to be. They didn't tell me till last week that I was going to be gone again this week, and then I'm at home next week, and then I'm going to be.
Know Christian's going to be back.
I'm going to be back here again the week after. So
Same place? Fuck that,
I'll be
dude.
back here again the week after.
Man,
So I don't
That's
know
crazy.
what my schedule's going to be like.
they keep you busy.
Boy.
That's crazy, man.
Also, everyone tells Sparky he has to get his ass home. Like, we're not going to speak to him. He's going to be on probation if he doesn't get here for the next one. Like, everyone tells Sparky.
All right.
Yeah.
Back here, Sparky.
Your mother has spoken, Christian. Get your ass back home.
Yeah, exactly. Brad, I told him you were going to kick his ass if he doesn't get back home soon.
People in the chat, I want to thank you very much for stopping by. And once again, we all know horror rules.
Horror rules.
Night,
All right. See you next time, guys.
Right, guys.
Bye,
All
guys.
right, guys. Good night.